gotta be somewhere.
Hey!
Hello, officer. How may I be of assistance to you today?
You're not supposed to be here.
I see. I assure you that
Come on, you're gonna have to come with me.
What? No.
Come on.
Believe me, it's fine.
Let's
fine.
go.
No, let's not get hasty here. That was convenient. Hello there, Jedi, Sith, and all who the Force wills. R2, you want to say anything? And welcome to another episode of Saber Review. As you guys can tell from the intro, today we are going to be talking about this beautiful lightsaber. Yes, we are talking about Anakin's Graflex Lightsaber from the prequel trilogy. But before we begin that, you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a clothing line. It's called Kyber, if you guys can see on the back there.
Wow.
It's called Kyber, and it is a Star Wars inspired apparel line that we have all different kinds of designs. So if you guys would like to hear more about that, stay until the end of the video to find out how you guys can cop some Kyber merch. This line is called Ignite, and it is the first design that is going to be on just a ton of different kinds of apparel. Super comfy. Yeah, so stick around to find out more about that. But until the end, onwards with the review! So before I go into my initial thoughts of this lightsaber, I just want to give a huge shout out to LGT Sabers for sending me this lightsaber. Guys, thank you so much. I love this thing so much. Now, even though they sent me this lightsaber, they allow me to say whatever I want to and need to on the lightsabers to make sure that you guys are getting the best quality review possible. So that's pretty cool. So that brings me into my initial thoughts for this lightsaber. Guys, this thing is beautiful. Now, right off the bat, it's not 100% screen accurate. They have like this crystal thing. Let's see if it will focus.
There is no trouble.
But they have this crystal on the lightsaber. There we go. That when you light it up, this thing lights up. Let's get a blade in here so you guys can see that. Oh. There we go. So it lights up a little bit. There we go. So it lights up a little bit. It's not a huge difference, but it comes with a red crystal and it comes with this clear one. But second thing, I'm gonna have to adjust this again. Second thing is these, they don't come in a black housing. As you can see, that's silver right there. Where normally it would be 2 gold buttons in a black circle into the silver. So yeah, those are my 2 kind of gripes. Nice thing is, if you want to, you can unscrew this. You can actually take this out. And if you wanted to put in like a golden disc, or you wanted to just paint this gold, that's the crystal that comes in it. There we go. Right there. So this is the housing, and how you do your thing with it is you take the crystal, whoop, come here. Take the crystal, you put it in the housing like that, and then you take this and just screw it on like so. And every now and then I've had to take this out to make sure that it's not getting unscrewed, because it will loosen every once in a while and it'll feel like something's loose in your lightsaber. But if it feels like that, it might just be the crystal inside of here. So if you wanted to, you could paint those details on. It wouldn't be super hard. I just haven't done it because I actually do really like the way that this looks. It comes with the clear one, and I think I said it comes with a clear ruby red one as well. But yeah, other than that, a lot of the details look really, really good. This is like, I'm pretty sure is actually like rubber or plastic or something like that, but it feels like a nice grippy material, where a lot of the other ones I've noticed have been like metal or just a really, really hard plastic. But this actually feels, it has a little bit of give, like an actual grip, which is really nice. One thing I have also noticed about it is that even though this is Anakin's version, you can tell by the texturing right here, as well as a gold piece and the switch, which it does come with multiple different of these switch cards, which I'll show you right there. So you can actually switch these out, but what really gives it away is that texturing, as well as the golden switch on the side there. So this is actually Anakin's lightsaber, unlike Rey's or Luke's. Those editions have their own features to them that don't show up on this one. However, even though this isn't theirs, it has a D-ring, which is a little weird, because this one should have a cover tech clip right about there, or right about there, somewhere around there. But it doesn't. It has a D-ring, which also makes it inaccurate. I'm actually getting another switch housing, because you can actually take this out. So you unscrew this. This is also how you access the battery. You unscrew this. Oh, I forgot to put this on. I just put a new battery on. But this, you can screw on there as well. That's to protect the battery and make sure everything's protected in there. And then if you take this out, you can actually unscrew this. And then this will loosen up, and eventually you can just slide it out. So as you guys can see, there's a little button there. That's how you turn it on. So for me, when I originally got this lightsaber, there were some things about it that were not ideal. As you can see, there's the switch. When I got it, the switch housing was tightened way too tight, and it actually made it so I wasn't able to screw this part on all the way, which started out incredibly frustrating. But I realized it later on, so I ended up being able to loosen this screw, which goes in right there, and that actually fixed the problem. So if you guys come into that and have that problem, it might just be that you need to loosen that screw, or sometimes this can be loosened, so you can just tighten that screw to make sure that this is on nice and tight. But you can take this off, and now what we can do is we can actually buy another one of these from LGT and switch it out so it's accurate to Luke's lightsaber from from A New Hope, which is really cool, and it's a really nice feature. And I think it actually might be modular enough where I could actually probably put this on Luke's lightsaber that I have right there, and it might even fit on Darth Vader's, I'm not sure. But it makes for a really cool modular system. It makes it really nice that even though there are those changes in the lightsaber in the movies, you can actually just buy one version of it and switch those pieces out to allow you to have the versions from any of those movies. Or no, I was right in saying that it was Empire Strikes Back. It's both an Empire Strikes Back and an... Oh. Just make sure you don't lose the screws. So all you gotta do is stick the screw in there, tighten it up like so. Make sure that it's only finger tight. You don't want to crank it because that could damage your saber. Take a button, put it in there. Then you take your panel, slide it in. There will be a putty right there that holds your panel in. So you want to slide it in on the putty side, gently press down the button, and then press down on the putty side to make sure that it sticks. Then we just grab this, slide it on, screw it on, and screw this piece on. And if you have it just tight enough, this should screw on just fine. But if it's too tight, it won't screw on right, which mine might be. I put it on too tight. That's okay. We'll just loosen it up. Put this on first. There we go. Now it's going in nice and easy. And then finger tight on that again. Finger tight on this. And just like that, you got one unit. Only thing that's clanging around is this. There we go. So that is some advice that I have from my experience with this lightsaber. Really simple fixes if you know what you're doing, or if you just try to figure it out. Yeah, so initial thoughts, really, really nice lightsaber, very well designed. I like how thin it is. There are some versions of this that can be a little bulky, but this one is very, it has a very thin profile, which is very nice, very accurate to the design of the actual Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, which I love. I love having close to movie accurate props. I haven't gone through and checked all of the accuracies of everything in here, but it is very close. From my memory, it is very close, which is awesome because I want to do an Anakin Skywalker cosplay in the future. Definitely not to execute Order 66. Definitely not that. But honestly, even though I was complaining about the D-ring earlier, if you switch this to the Luke Skywalker version, like, it's really cool to be able to clip this onto your belt. Like, that's just a really neat feature. I got this one, I believe, from LGT, if I remember correctly. But I also have this version, which is actually a phone clip. It takes a little bit more effort to get it off because it takes two hands to be able to unclip and then lift out the lightsaber. But it's very secure. That's not going anywhere. And the nice thing is instead of you having to slide your belt through the loops there, it actually slides on to any size of belt, which is really nice. And because it's metal and because it has such a tight fit, this thing is very unlikely to slide off. And I will actually, oh wait, no, this is a key holder, it's not a phone holder. But I will actually put the link to this in the description for you guys. So now comes the question, what comes with the lightsaber? I forgot to say this, so I'm gonna say this right off the bat. The lightsaber comes with the lightsaber, obviously, but it also comes with these. I have a couple of these, so I keep extra batteries in them, just in case I need to switch them out really quick. It makes it really nice to be able to, if one of the batteries of the lightsaber is dead, take it, switch it out, and just have these charging because they actually are protected from overcharging. Which is really nice. So once they're charged, they just keep charged, which is awesome. So you don't have to worry about overloading these things. So I just keep one on the charging base throughout, and it keeps it charged and makes sure that the lightsaber is ready when you need it. But yeah, you'll get one of these charging stations, really easy to use. You just gotta slide that in like so. It comes with a micro USB cable, so you can make sure to be able to charge that. It doesn't come with an adapter, but you can find those honestly anywhere. It's really easy to be able to find adapters for those things. With any of the character lightsabers, you will get one of these. It is awesome. I have a couple of these since I have a couple of those. But yeah, just flip it up. There's where the lightsaber will be in. It's usually wrapped in bubble wrap and really well taken care of. Sometimes they'll add these guys, which are blade plugs, and they'll just be sitting right in there like so. But yeah, it's really nice that they try to take care of the lightsabers that well, that they give you a really dope box and put it in. Every once in a while, you will get one of these, which is a blade plug. They are absolutely awesome. You just take these clamps, open it up, slide it in like so. Oh, the lightsaber's on. There we go. But sits in there like that. You can screw it in if you want. I'm not going to right now, but yeah, it's just really cool. Not to mention, it looks awesome in the lightsaber. It looks like the innards of a lightsaber, which is really dope. I believe this one is a little bit more accurate to what the innards of Anakin's lightsaber look like. Don't quote me on it, I can't remember. But I think, if I'm correct, this one's a little bit more accurate. So it's like that. Yeah, super cool. Word of advice with blade plugs. Not every blade plug will fit every lightsaber. There are blade plugs that I have purchased and still own because they do fit some of my lightsabers that don't fit my LGT lightsabers, and that's okay. This, I believe, is one of them. Yep. So this is one of them. This one doesn't fit. There are a couple that I've had. Oh, this one, if I remember right, this one doesn't fit. But there are a couple that I've had that just don't fit. And with a lightsaber blade that fits a little snug, that's okay. Like, you can take that out because it's a blade, so you've got like a ton of room to be able to yank that thing out. With a blade plug, it's supposed to sit flush with your lightsaber. You don't want to force a blade plug into your lightsaber. Believe me, I have made that mistake before. The reason why is because if it's snug, the only way that you can get a blade plug out of your lightsaber, if it sits flush with it, is by it sliding out. If it's snug, it's not going to slide out, and that is incredibly hard to handle. Luckily, I have had the tools and stuff in the past to get them out of my lightsabers, but sometimes you have to take them apart to get it out, and that is incredibly frustrating. So, take my advice. Don't do what I did. Yeah, just be sure that you're not pushing blade plugs into your lightsaber. Let it, if it slides in, then you're good. If you have to push it even a little bit, don't do it. But yeah, so blade plugs sometimes come with your lightsaber. Other things that I've had come with my lightsaber is leather wraps. So that's pretty cool. Those more come with the custom lightsabers than the others. I have these really cool pouches. Mine's a little dusty because it's been sitting on my desk. But this is actually where you get all of your info for the lightsaber, which is really cool. Multi-purpose, so you can actually, once you're done with these, you can actually put your cards in here and use it, which is really neat. And then also your blade, obviously. Because without it, it's just a metal tube that sits on your desk. So that's everything that it comes with. Yeah, it's really cool. Sometimes they'll throw in little gifts. like the blade plug or stuff like that. It's just awesome. So now, how to install the blade on this thing. The blade fits actually really well. Sometimes you gotta move these clamps to make sure that it opens enough for the blade to sit in. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's only one screw on this. I wish that they would maybe do two, because then it would be a little bit more secure. But this thing sits pretty well. I've never really worried about it falling out. Yeah, you just kind of stick it in there, push it down a little bit, and then screw it in until it's finger tight. And then, there you go. You got your lightsaber. Now, this is the old version of the NeoPixel at LGT, because I took a little bit to make this video, but I don't know if they're bringing it back, but this is the Profi version. So this is when they had their Profi board that they would install into their lightsabers. I know now they have a XenoPixel version, which is really cool. Now, if you guys want to find out what versions, what soundboards this lightsaber comes in, all you gotta do is check the info bubble right now. I have demo videos on every single soundboard that this lightsaber can come in, so you guys can find out how to work the lightsaber and how to best use your lightsaber, all the different features that it comes with on the soundboard that you guys are thinking of getting. Now, however, I don't have XenoPixel yet. They're sending me actually a shipment of new lightsabers to review that all have XenoPixel on them, so you guys can look forward to getting that demo video here pretty soon. So if I have the XenoPixel video done by the time that you're watching this video, all you gotta do is look in the info bubble now. If it's not there, then look forward to it in the future. And you should look forward to it by subscribing, because if you guys clicked on this video, that means that you guys are looking for what I make. This is literally pretty much the only thing that I do on my channel. So if you guys enjoy lightsaber reviews and you guys enjoy lightsabers, guys, consider subscribing, because this is literally pretty much all I do on my channel. All right, now that we have the blade in, I'll ignite this thing one more time for you guys. So this is actually a Luke Skywalker font from A New Hope. I just love the way that it sounds. But this one does not come with the lightsaber. I'll change it to an Anakin Skywalker one that you guys can expect to get with this lightsaber. This one's actually one that I loaded onto here, and I absolutely love it. But this is Anakin's font right here.
General Kenobi.
Now it says General Kenobi, but this is both for Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. As you can tell from this sound that hopefully we'll play in just a second, which is what General Grievous says to Anakin. So this is both an Anakin and an Obi-Wan sound font from Revenge of the Sith. Now I have it in that same kind of A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back blue, but you can actually change that. Let me change that for you here. There we go.
Color selected.
There we go. Now it's more of that blue from Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, super cool. A lot of fun. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of settings that I like on my lightsaber, such as the smooth swing is amazing. You can actually play some music, which is a lot of fun. Blaster block is awesome. I think it's really cool that the Saber Clash, you have to actually hit it to activate it. So you can hold the button down, and then once you hit it, then it actually works, which is really cool. Another really cool thing is when you hold the button down and swing it, then it blocks blaster bolts, which is really cool. But you can find out all of this information in the demo video for the Profi Board NeoPixel lightsaber. I don't know, again, if they're bringing this back. I don't know what features transferred over to XenoPixel, but I will actually be getting the brand new version of their XenoPixel, which I'm really excited about. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on this lightsaber. It is so cool. It is just a beautiful design. It's one that I have wanted for so long, ever since I watched the original trilogy. It's just such a cool lightsaber. The Graflex design is just so classic. It's probably one of the most iconic designs ever, and I think that they just nailed it. Even with the inaccuracies that are honestly very easily fixed, I would highly suggest getting this lightsaber. It is super well made. It's very hefty. I've never really worried about this thing breaking. It's just a lot of fun, and the customer service is really great. I've never had a problem with them. Whenever I've had a problem with their lightsaber, I'll talk to them and they will try their best to fix it as soon as possible, which is really cool and is really cool to see. All right, guys, that is all for today's video. But before you guys go, guys, this is my clothing line Kyber from my apparel store, Ilum Outpost. You guys can find that down in the description. We have a whole bunch of Star Wars inspired apparel. Every single bit of wording that you guys can see on the apparel is in Arabesh or Mandoa, so you can wear it to Batuu, and it is a very affordable way to have a costume adjacent thing to wear to Batuu or just in your everyday life. It's discreet Star Wars inspired merchandise without it being in your face Star Wars, which is something that I have always wanted, and it's really nice because when you look at this, it's not like, whoa, that's Star Wars. It's just a nice, very comfortable sweatshirt that has a design that is inspired by one of my favorite franchises of all time. I wear this apparel as often as I can. I have quite a few different shirts from it. This is our first sweatshirt design. Man, honestly, it is so comfortable and it is just a lot of fun to wear. We have a whole bunch of designs such as Shadow Collection. We have the Ignite Collection, which is this one right here. As you guys can see, when the lettering and the crystal intersect, it shows the color of the crystal, which is something that I thought would just be really cool. We have the Kyber Heart Collection, and we have the new clothing line called Kandosi, which is the Mandalorian word for ruthless. It's something that we're starting into to reach out to people that might not be in the Force users side of things, but might be part of the warrior planet of Mandalore. So yeah, it is super fun and comfortable apparel to wear. I tried to make it as affordable as physically possible, and honestly, it is the best possible way to support this channel aside from watching my videos and giving that thumbs up. So yeah, if you guys would like to support this channel in one more step, go check that out in the description below, or share it with your friends that you know love Star Wars as well. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We are so honored that you have joined us today. If you guys like this video, be sure to turn that like button into scrap metal. Guys, slice that subscribe button and ring-a-ding that bell. Thank you so much for watching today. May the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.